Hello, it's Connor here for day 86 of meditation. And today we meditated and it was extremely windy. Reason being is here in Australia we are about to get hit by a cyclone which is coming tomorrow. So that will be quite entertaining for us and it will be very windy. You see it in the trees, you see it in the branches that are flying across the sky. All very entertaining stuff. So that was the environment for our meditation today. And within this environment, today was a bit more of a reflective meditation session. Given, if you saw the stream yesterday, we've decided not to go ahead with book analysis videos. Reason being is time constraints, or actually reason being the file ended up corrupting after like 20 hours of attempted work plus reading and everything. So we're like, gee whiz. And yeah, we decided to stop. Other reasons being, we also thought about it further if we should continue, and we're like, it's delaying our reading because we're taking way too many notes. We're just trying to read a book when we'd rather just read the book and tell you guys stuff that we learn during meditations. Like if we read a book, contemplate it on it for ourselves during a meditation, and then just share it with you guys, not have to do like a 50-hour book review for the same information that you guys can just get on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's one part of it. It was also clogging our time for meditation because we were taking notes. Let me stop my alarm. Yeah, it was also blocking our time for meditation because we'd have to go on the laptop and pretty much write up chapter analyses so that they can be put in a video later. And yeah, it doesn't work. And given uni and everything starting, and given we're behind on blogs, we haven't even caught up on our topic videos, and we want to write more blogs, yeah, we gave up the video analysis. So sorry about that, but you'll get the same information, probably get more information, just it'll be our own learning and not, why analyze someone else's book when we can just write our own books, you know? We just write our own books and learn from each other. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, I mean, example of that, today we're reading our social anxiety book again because we need to learn about social anxiety and how to get through it and how other people get through it, you know, how to deal with it essentially, what causes it, and how to get through it. And we learnt about maintaining factors, which was essentially setting goals too high and placing self-identity too high. Like, so we perceive in an interaction with another, we can set our goals too high, like we need to be perfect, we need to give off the perfect image, and that's the starter. And then we've got self-perception and self-attention. Self-attention being in these conversations, you're placing too much attention and focus on oneself, internally rather than the external environment. Then you've got self-perception, which is essentially a negative evaluation of self. So it's not only self-attention where you put too much emphasis on the self, you're also negatively evaluating that self through self-perception, and you know, self-criticizing and not thinking you're meeting the expectations that are required. Which brings us to our next part, or still maintaining factors, but the next part, which is, what was it? The potential dangers. That's not the word. There's a better word for it. But it's essentially the consequences. The potential consequences of social mishaps. So people with SAD, social anxiety disorder, can think that if they mess up in an interaction, that it will cost them their life essentially. Like it's going to be all over Red Rover, and it's not good, the consequences from a social mishap, miscommunication. But that's another factor which continues our anxiety if we place too much social emphasis on stuff. If we fear social mishaps too much because we perceive potential dangers and we perceive potential consequences, like bad consequences, to stuffing up in a social situation, then we are going to fear going into that situation and fear making errors, which doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, essentially you're taking yourself away from that and seeing that social mishaps isn't a big deal. Taking yourself away from attention, self-focused attention, all sorts of stuff. But we go into exposure next chapter. So we'll touch on all the fixes to this, but these are maintaining factors if you notice them within yourself. Another one is avoidance. The more we avoid social situations, the less we allow ourselves to be exposed to them and realize the actual nature of them. So avoidance strategies, attempt not to avoid too much, try and expose yourself and challenge your patterns of thoughts which are causing you to be anxious, which we will learn about and which you will learn about. So yeah, that's mostly it. And that's meditations, little update. Thanks for listening. And we're getting hit by a cyclone tomorrow, so if you don't see me, I've probably been blown away somewhere. And yeah, that's it for the day. And see you for day 88, hopefully. See ya.